Name a bigger con going than the Republican Party right now. Let's do this right now. Name a bigger group of scammers in this country, actually at any point in our history, that have made a bigger mockery of this country and its followers. That's because there isn't one. It doesn't exist. And for some reason, we're supposed to walk around every day going about our normal lives knowing this, as if these people aren't absolutely grifting this entire country and especially its constituents. This is maddening, absurd, and if you're here for the rant, perfect timing. Did that get heated? Yeah, just wait, there's more. So you mean to tell me, wait, no, hold on. You mean to tell me that our budget deficit is over $1 trillion, down largely to the part that these people keep borrowing more money, telling you that they're gonna pass all of these tax cuts, but they're also not gonna cut your entitlements. Hey, where's that money coming from? Oh, what is that? This bill is going to add $5.7 trillion to the federal debt over the next 10 years. Republicans are planning to add $5.7 trillion to our debt, but they're standing up and lecturing us about how we spend our money. Are you kidding me right now? Don't get me wrong, the Democrats aren't perfect, but this, how stupid do they think we all are? I mean, I know they know how stupid their constituents are, but how stupid do they think the rest of us are that we're going to go along with something like this? It narrowly passed. Democrats struggled because unfortunately they lost 2 House of Representatives due to their passing. RIP. But also, why can't we explain to the people at home why this isn't going to help them? What do I have to do? Let's just start with some basic contradictions, shall we? So Trump ran around screaming about this Department of Efficiency that he's setting up, and they're going to gut $2 trillion in government spending. Then why are you adding $5 trillion more? Explain this to me like I'm a Republican, but use logic and facts like I'm a Democrat. You can't, because reasonable people, when they hear this argument, and then realize that the legislation only has $4 billion in spending cuts because you couldn't find $2 trillion. Republicans wanted $1.5 trillion cuts in spending. Instead, they settled with $4 billion. I mean, that's a pretty significant difference. But somehow, and I'll show you how, many people in this country will be bamboozled into believing that somehow these people are doing right by our country. And it's because they message garbage like this that somehow seems to resonate with a small but very, very loud fraction of this country. Faction, fraction, it's all the same. This is Representative Mary Miller, and we're going to talk about her. She's from Illinois, and she put out this messaging after they passed the SAVE Act in Congress. You know, the one that wants to restrict people from going to the polls without 5 forms of ID. No, I know it's not 5, but that's what it feels like to people who've been married and changed their names, and now their birth certificate doesn't match the name on their license plate. ID. Oh my God. The rage has incapacitated me. These are basic safeguards supported by a majority of Americans. What a shame. Mary, you're a liar. You're just a liar. And let's hear what you have to say about climate change. What, you want a smooth segue from me? Have you seen the nonsense that they're pushing? Let's just watch the clip.
The things that's really bothered me that I've been fighting is these Green New Deal policies that really go against God's design for nature and how he created this world that we live in. Can you talk, I know you've been very active and vocal on solar panels and some of these alternative energy initiatives. Can you talk a little bit about your position there and the work you're doing in DC in that front?
Sure. I've been very outspoken about this. It's a sham. The whole climate change is a sham. First of all, God controls the climate because he controls the sun, and the sun controls the weather primarily.
What? Even if 75% of the country didn't believe that what you were saying is some kind of fairy tale, you know that there are scientists and meteorologists and all kinds of people who study this and know what they're talking, and you could just keep your mouth shut. You could stop peddling this garbage at any point. You're 65 years old. You know better than this, Mary. But somehow some way people will think Mary is some sort of beacon of truth. Imagine someone just walking around on a daily basis spouting the most absurd things. And that is the Republican Party of the United States of America. Ask me how I know, because the same people who are so concerned with making America healthy again, who think there's somehow a cure for autism, even though Trump hasn't dropped his healthcare plan that he's been talking about since 2015, somehow they think they're gonna find the cause of autism by September. Meanwhile, it's so painfully transparent what they're trying to do. And again, I ask, do we look stupid? I mean, I know who you think is stupid. You count on it every November that they come to the polls. But do you think we look stupid and we don't see what you're orchestrating right now? You want to make America healthy again, but you're reversing the ban on forever chemicals? Tell me again how that works in our favor. This party is taking all of your money and any semblance of any credibility we had in the world whatsoever. I know we're not going to convert all the hardcore MAGA Republicans, and that's not who I'm here for. I'm here for the Republicans that are just clinging to the fabric that their party used to be the party of fiscal conservativeness and, I guess, morality. I don't know. What lies have you been fed by Reagan that you remember? I am so sorry that your party has died. This is not your party. None of this is your party. It is so far from what you were told, which, by the way, was also a lie. I'm really sorry about that. I am, because I believe that there should be multiple parties in this country. I believe competition is healthy. This is not competition. This is a coup. This is authoritarian fascism. This is ridiculous. Please join forces with us.